स्विमिंग शुरू लाइव जा ये मारा है ये मारा है ये मारा है
You sign up to the app, you download the game, you play the game, you take a one-handed clean catch and have the opportunity to triple your money this year.
You'd probably have no chance. Nicely bowled.
They need a lot of practice from you, sir. I still maintain you put shoes on first before you're going for the catch. And that's going to be on repeat for quite some time, I believe, sir. Potentially could go viral with that poor attempt at taking a catch.
ये देखा कभी लगा चला मेरे को यही चीज है ठीक है यार लाइव चाहता ना अभी 0 हो गया अभी तो शुरू किया
That's a disappointment in that face. It's a bit of a great crowd here at Supersport Park. You usually see a crowd not coming out when there is a lot of rain, and they've stuck it out. They've seen quite a lot of test match action today.
Yeah, lovely way to spend a day. Hung around with the rain around. Oh, that's out. A full toss and he's missed it. Oh, wow. What a way to end a fantastic innings. He's gone upstairs. He has to.
Yeah, they're just telling his partner that he missed the ball completely.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I have checked both feeds. It's a fair delivery. You can go to front on replay. Okay, would like to see the ultra edge when it's ready. As the ball passed the bat, we can go to the ball tracking. Impact in line, wicket sitting. You can stay with your original decision out, Nitin. You're on the screen.
Not a difficult one for Nitin Menon. Applause, applause. Here at Supersport Park as South African fans celebrate because Pakistan are now 9 down, and it's the danger man, Saud Shakil, who's played so well for his 84, removed by an unlikely delivery. Pakistan now 236 for 9.
और किसी को शेयर करेंगे
इनामात के साथ इनामात का खजाना
चलो बंद कर रहे हैं ये देखना है यही
बम्पर प्राइजेस बोतल पर दिए गए क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करें और अंदाज़ी में शामिल हो जाएं।
बैंक कल से आपकी न्यू अल्फा कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं अल्फा के
बाइक नहीं हो सकता मेरे ख्याल में बाइक के ऑप्शन 2 लोग देख रहे हैं 2 भी एक और बंदा भी आ गया कोई और भी बंदा आया वही तो कह रहा हूँ आएगी तो ये नहीं है साथ में
Muhammad Abbas walks out to the middle. And he'll face up to the end of Marco Janssen's over. Yeah, applauded and patted on the back as he goes in. Saud Shakil played well. Right here. You gotta love it. This crowd has been brilliant. Absolutely loving every bit. Worth the wait, post the rain. The action on the field after they'd had to entertain themselves before. Close one.
That lady was appealing from 700 yards. Popped up in the air. Zosi, a shot leg has been outstanding. Slipped.
Nicely bowled. Wicket maiden for Marco Jansen. 236 for 9.
हमारी वीडियो का टाइटल भी है लाइव जाने लगे
बैंक अल्फा की न्यू अल्फा ऐप
मैंने अपना ही नाम दिया मैंने
क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं अल्फा करने का नाम है डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा
Yeah, I mean, muted celebrations, but what a knock. Really did give Pakistan a lot of hope, but they're still in it. 146-run lead. If they can add 20 to this, could be interesting. Right, fly slip is in position. 2 slips and a gully. Bosch is back in.
You're just thinking back to first innings when South Africa were in a position where Bosch had 4 for and Patterson already had 5 for, and Bavuma just continued with the pair. Whilst we kind of stood up here and thought, hold on, if you want wickets, if you could choose, who are the 2 bowlers you'd bowl? Off the edge. He moves smartly in the gully. Marco Jansen unable to keep a hold of that one though.
Would have been an absolute specky from Marco Jansen. He's a tall man. To get down that low that quickly. He got a good piece of it. Oh, those are the ones that usually do stick, Pom. He did well to get a pull on it. Good bowling from Corbin Bosch, getting on to rise again. That's a good effort.
Very tough in the gully. He'll expect himself to have taken it, but rather tough to go from up to down, and you'll say that because he's left-handed, it probably is to his stronger side. You have to judge the distance and also the trajectory, and he just looked like he went a little bit too far actually. Young Morris up here saying, what are you talking about? It's easy in there. I think he was on debut in Cape Town, England, was it, Morris? Yes, it was, and he took 2 catches. So I think 1 to the left and 1 to the right.
That's not enough. Didn't want to go fetch the ball, Pom. The ball's fell into the boundary quite often that day, so, you know, I was taught early on by Neil McKenzie, you dive, you don't have to go fetch the ball. That one stuck that day, so I'm not going to claim it, but lazy for me again.
With him in the gully, Jansen, you probably need just 1 slip because of his levers. I mean, he covers a space of about 2 slip fielders.
I'll tell you what, you put Carl Verreynne and Temba Bavuma on top of each other. It'll be a good contest to see who would be the tallest. He's a big lad, is Marco Jansen. Covers a lot of ground, a big wingspan.
One of one of the great nicknames was Half a Man. Do you know who that was? I'll wait. I'll tell you. 236 for 9.
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
49 without loss, and then 49 for 1, and then at 72 and 3. And it happens that way here at Supersport Park. Someone gets in and they bat for a little bit. So 70 and 74, 2 and 3. Then there's a partnership. And you go to 153, and then 4 down. And then 172 and 176, 5 and 6. So that's 3 in quick succession. And it's happened again. 208 for 6. And then for 7. And then 209 for 8 and 236 for 9. So very much the way that you don't want it to happen as you're in the change room trying to construct your innings.
I think the pattern of follow wickets is pretty similar to South Africa's, except that the tail wagged beautifully. So the last 2 wickets produced over 100 runs for South Africa, and that was a killer blow. Otherwise, they were 8 down for less than 200 at one stage, and then things went out of hand for Pakistan.
Yeah, and you take away those, what was it, 88, I think it was, at the back end. Yeah, look at that, 213 for 8. Yeah, the difference, there's a lot. Because, I don't know, you want to halve it, you want to put a quarter of those runs in there from 8 down all the way to 301. Whatever, just make sure you blow away the tail. If you do and they score, what, 30 runs?
Seems to be hitting the mark more regularly. Pace, various lengths, control, bouncer followed by Yorker length deliveries. Ball well to South Shakil, 3 bouncers or 2 bouncers, and then that attempted Yorker, which is a high full toss, got him in front of the stumps. He's had a 7-wicket season, hasn't he? 7 against Sri Lanka and looking for the 7th here.
Another one past the outside edge. 59 overs bowled. It's 236 for 9.
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
हमदर्द जुशांदा का 1 पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशांदा।
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है। बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
It's turned into a lovely day, despite it being rainy at the start, and South African fans with much to celebrate, even joining in the peals from the boundary. Another one past the outside edge. 15 balls this final pair have survived, yet to get off the mark as a pair.
Amazing how the energy comes back to you when you're bowling to the tail. And there's attack now from both ends, Bosch and Jansen.
Yeah, needs must.
So much cricket going around, white ball cricket, T20, ODI cricket. You get the vibe, you get the crowd coming in, you get the energy. But there's nothing quite like a test match. It's got a completely different feel. When you walk into the stadium, there's a vibe around. It's almost like a buzz. And with the crowd that have come in at Supersport Park this week so far, almost brings you back to those old days where the crowd were pouring in to watch test match cricket, and very well supported here at Supersport Park, but nothing quite like it.
Also just the emotion of the crowd. At different times, different things happen. When the partnership was on between Saad Shakil and Amir Jamal, you just felt a sort of collective sigh as they recognized that this position is particularly precarious. Because Jamal came in and he started to play some nice shots, even though he was happy to leave outside off, and Saad Shakil is going really well. Off the edge, catch is taken. Bosch finishes it off. A really good catch by Markram at second slip going to his left. Pakistan all out for 237.
का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro. Panda.
बैंक अल्फला की न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप।
Tall fast bowler, an extra tall fast bowler on a surface like this, because it wasn't the sideways movement that did the job for him, it was the awkward bounce and putting that seed of doubt in batsman's mind. So terrific work in the end by South Africa, because Pakistan were threatening to get this to 200, but they have runs on the board, so it ain't over yet. And I think that is what Shan Masood would be telling his troops, his mates, that look, we've got to give it all. So consider this as a T20 battle and get everything out there for the next hour or so.
Well, giving up is no option. And the other option is believe that 147 is enough and go all out to make it so. On the stumps, had to play, looks to just keep it out. And enough movement to get it to that slip cord, and no mistakes this time. Across smartly and 2 hands to it, Markram, to keep a hold of it.
Must be such a joy to be fielding in the slip cordon, because you know every slip fielder wants that expectation, that anticipation that there's going to be an edge, so I've got to be ready, and he was more than ready. What a terrific take that was. He loved it as well. I think he did. But the star has been Jansen. Lovely piece of bowling. got the all-important wicket. In fact, all the blows were crucial. Got rid of Babar Azam and then Rizwan and then South Shakil. So he got the important scalps.
A heavy roller out and trying to flatten it as much as possible. Would love for it to be good for as long as possible, South Africa, because the surface, it's been a sporty one, and all batters who've turned up out there, even the ones who've played really well, have had difficulty pretty much all the way through their innings. A look at the summary then and where this match stands. A lot has happened, and all pretty quickly. South Africa with the toss decided to bowl first. Pakistan 211, even if having threatened to get a bit more than that. Patterson with 5 for 61 and a half century for Ghulam. South Africa 301, Markram with 89 and Bosch 81 not out. Crucial runs at the back end. Then Pakistan 237 all out. Janssen with 6 for 52. A quite special knock really in the way that he played South Shakil for his 84. Half century also for Baba. It means this game then, with South Africa needing 148. Well, you'd rather be South Africa, but you just never know.
Their batting card for Pakistan looked good up at the top yesterday. And Baba played a very good knock this morning, looked solid, got his 50. Ghulam didn't do much from carry on from his first innings. Saad Shafiq was absolutely brilliant with his 84. Looked like he was going to take the game away from South Africa. And not much to write home after that. Ahmed was good, hung around for a little bit. South African bowlers wrapped up the tail relatively quickly. As a look at the partnerships, opening stand of 49. And that one between Baba and Saad would have had the South African cricket team worried. 79. A little bit of another partnership of 32 down there from Saad and Ahmed. And after that, not much to write home about. The South African bowlers had to toil, had to work hard to get their wickets. Probably will look at it and say it wasn't their best bowling performance on a wicket. That had a lot of assistance, but they found a way. Marco Jansen 6 for 52 off his 14 overs. A complete performance altogether from the South Africans. Stuck it out and bowled Pakistan out for 237.
Okay, so the summary once again: 211 plays 301. Advantage on first innings, and 237, and that lead so important now. And so South Africa need to get 148.
निशाना पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
हमदर्द जुशांदा का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशांदा।
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप।
There's Markham's stats, just short of an 800 in the first innings, so I don't think he'll be able to compile one in this innings. Maybe he stays there and they get to 148. But Pakistan, I think they've got to just believe. They've got to go out there. I mean, I was trying to rack my brain. We played a game in Fazlabad against Pakistan where they had 145 to defend. We had 145. Managed to bowl them out for 90 odd. So these kind of things are possible. They're unlikely, let's be brutally honest about it, but you've got to have that mindset. And the key is you pick up some early wickets. All of a sudden, that South African dressing room starts to think, surely not. But if South Africa get off to a solid start, they just settle everything down. If they maybe lose no wickets before play tomorrow, then they can almost book their flights to a final at Lord's.
And that's going to be in June. They've got to win one of these 2 test matches. From Shahzad is going to be starting proceedings. Pakistan had 2 little collapses actually in their innings, 23 for 3 towards the top and then 29 for 4 towards the tail. So the habit of this pitch is that wickets can fall pretty quickly for not too many runs. Just waiting to get going. Looks like we're away. As I said, it's in sunshine at the moment, so they'll be looking to try and make some early inroads here. Well, Pakistan, South Africa need 148. Just down to fine leg. Hashim Amla, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that Pakistan are well short. The only way that they can get back in this game is if they pick up at least 3 wickets tonight. If they pick up 3 wickets tonight, South Africa will be approximately 60 for 3. And that puts the cat amongst the pigeons. When I have a look at South Africa's batting, you have Aiden Markram, who will most definitely be positive. And if his first innings anything to go by, he's batting in good form, he's moving well, and he'll be key for this chase for South Africa.
3 slips. Good channel from Shahzad.
Yeah, really well left at first ball. It was good channel from Khurram Shahzad, and I think it's indicative of Aiden Markram's batting flow that he has at the moment over the last few days. Certainly in the first innings, he batted so beautifully. And he did mention that one of the keys was he tried to leave as much as he could. And that's been the key for all the successful batters in this game. It's being tight out to the off stump and pouncing on the bad ball.
Oh, that's a very good delivery. That's gone away a little bit. That's beautifully bowled.
Yeah, fantastic delivery. Shahzad. There's nothing he can do about that. In fact, he's done really well to miss it by almost half a foot. This is why we're so surprised that they didn't open the bowling with him on day 2 when Pakistan had already picked up 3 South African wickets. But he is a fantastic exponent with that new ball. Gets it into a good area. There's a good little bit of movement. He's quite a skiddy customer. So not a lot of deliveries bounce over the top of the stumps.
On that back foot, nice and confident. There is a sweeper out there. Touching and turning and coming back for the second. Karam Shahzad had, of those three that they did pick up early, Karam Shahzad had two for not many, actually. Nice feeling playing that shot, nice and early. 89 very well compiled runs, very controlled runs from Aiden Markram in the first innings. Tony de Zorzi got an absolute beauty from Karam Shahzad in the first innings, one that came back considerably. For those of you who were with us in the first innings, Pakistan didn't take long for them to go very flat in the field. They weren't making any noise. There was no encouragement. Expect that to be very different tonight. Oh, that's bounced a little bit more. He's got that away fine. That's going to go for 4. So there's the first boundary. 7 for none.
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है। बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
So there's a look at what happened in that first innings. So just focus on there for starters. De Zorzi just 2, Rickleton 8, Stubbs 9. He got one that kept it a little bit low. Pavuma battled hard for his 30. So did Beddingham, and they both got out. Verena only 2. Janssen didn't get going either. So quite a few guys missed out for South Africa. It's only Markram and Bosch who got runs. Both of them got 80s. Mohamed Abbas now. It's just a half shout.
Fantastic start from Mohamed Abbas. Have a look at Tony de Zorzi. He comes down the wicket. We saw the Pakistani batsmen do that to Dane Patterson, getting themselves outside the line of off stump, taking the LBW decision out of the equation, or at least trying to. It's definitely a strategy that many of the South African batsmen will be doing when they're facing Mohamed Abbas. He's quite a tricky customer. He's always testing your defense.
Long chat between Shah Massoud, the captain, actually, to Mohamed Abbas then. Maybe a thought of another change in the field. Again, moving across and going down. And because it moved across, he then spotted a very wide delivery.
Yeah, nice first delivery, just nips back a bit. This one nips away. Maybe the discussion might have been to get Mohamed Razan up to the stumps. Because if you want to try and get him LBW, you kind of got to get him batting on his crease. He's comfortably out, maybe half a metre outside the crease. And he's also going and batting on off stump, so it's going to be difficult to trap him in front.
So very tough for a keeper, and the other one just spits a little bit on the surface. This time he allows that one to go through. So it's interesting, this technique that Tony de Zorzi's using now. I haven't actually seen him do this before. They were bowling straight to him, and some teams have been doing that of late. He was bowled through a gate in the first innings, a magnificent delivery from Shahzad, but now he's just a couple of steps down, or a good stride and a half down, and then batting from off stump and moving outside the line of off stump as the ball is released. That can drag you to play wide at deliveries you normally would leave. That's come back. That's clever bowling. Nice stuff from Mohamed Abbas.
Fantastic bowling from Mohamed Abbas. He's pretty much got it on the string. nipped the ball away for a couple of deliveries, and this one just coming back in. It's a good lead from Tony DeZorzi. I think with the way that Tony DeZorzi bats, he has a very much an open blade. He favors the offside, carving the ball to the covers and through backward point. So it's not a bad idea for Mohammad Abbas to try and run the ball back into him, try to find that gate, see if it's open.
And the only thing for me is that there's probably no open gate because of the pads are in the way, and if he gets hit on those pads, he's probably outside the off stump. And see how well across he is. It might actually not be a bad idea just to try the odd one from over, getting a bit of swing and try and target the stumps, and he won't be batting on off stump if you choose that option. He'll go back to his orthodox guard.
Other option might be bowl one a little bit straighter at the stumps. He does fall across a little bit. Second over's done, 7 for none.
कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
हमदर्द जुशांदा का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशांदा।
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
Enoch and Quay. Pakistan supporter as well, and of course watching closer than all is Aiden Markram. A little bit of movement away. That's clever. Khurram Shahzad, nice movement.
A nasty setup now. We've got Tony DeZorzi, who was cleaned up with a brilliant delivery where it shaped back and knocked his middle stump, or the top of his middle stump, out, and that'll be in the back of his mind, fresh in his mind of what happened in that first inning. So he'll be now conscious about what Khurram Shahzad's going to do. But the interesting thing for me is Khurram Shahzad's probably going to come around the wicket rather than trying to repeat the dose of that brilliant delivery in the first innings.
Right, this is going to be quite interesting. Sliding leg side with that first delivery off target. Yeah, a little shake of the head from Khurram Shahzad.
Just having a look at Aiden Markram, the way he defended that ball. If you just have a look, it's really nice and late. We talked about his confidence being up, being ability to of rotating the strike and not just hit boundaries, which he does so naturally. It's to have that soft hands.
That's in nicely. Good stuff from Khurram Shahzad. He's also getting some movement as well. But bunted on that onside, so Tony DeZorzi is off the mark with a couple.
Khurram Shahzad has decided to come around the wicket, which really surprises me, considering that in the first innings he bowled so well to Tony DeZorzi and got him out bowling over the wicket. You'd think that you would do that again, Polly?
Well, I'm sure they would have done their video analysis on Tony DeZorzi, and if you had a look at what happened against Sri Lanka in Gqeberha, he got LBW falling across the first delivery, that shaped back, and then he's got out with the ball swinging back at him in this first innings in this match. And he does tend to play across that front pad, so it's a little bit of a surprise for me. But anyway, I don't know if we can question him. I questioned him in the first innings when he was bowling to Ryan Rickleton, and the next thing he nicked Ryan Rickleton off, caught at the keeper. But look at the amount of shape he's getting with this new ball. It's prodigious. So if you create coming over, you can definitely target the stumps.
I do think if I was Tony DeZorzi, I'd be delighted with the fact that he's not come over the wicket after that delivery. My goodness, it was a sensational delivery. There is a leg slip in position, also a short leg. Oh, that's gone past the inside edge. That's top bowling. Really good bowling from Khurram Shahzad.
Yeah, it was very similar to that, but over the wicket and just a touch fuller, which meant it crashed into the top of the bails. But that's a great delivery. That extra movement, see Dazorzi's head goes over to the offside and the bat comes down on a slight angle. That's why it's dangerous, these straight deliveries with a little bit of in shape.
Last ball, the over. It's a very, very good over. Nicely bowled by Khurram.
बैंक अल्फा की न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं अल्फा करने का नाम है डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप
That's the action on day 3. 7 wickets so far, 60 overs if we get the full time in today. Another hour and 10 minutes if we get through to 6:30 local time, which is where we can extend till. So there's a talking Kookaburra at the moment. Not laughing at the moment, just talking.
Tell me, Izzy, it is talking. What does the ball need to do for it to be considered laughing?
Picking up wickets. Then it's very happy.
On a serious note, what noise does a kookaburra make? I mean, you've been in Australia, you must know.
It sits by the old gum tree. Don't you know that song?
Yeah, I know the song, but it doesn't talk about the noise it makes.
It does, actually. I'll send you the words. Laugh, kookaburra, laugh.
क्या अच्छा दे दे
It's pretty intense stuff out there at the moment. People are watching this very closely because there's things going on with this new ball. Good bowling from Pakistan right now. Some interesting technique changes from the South African batsman, particularly Tony Dazorzi.
Yeah, I'm very happy with Tony Dazorzi's strategy. I think it goes and it fits well to cover the line that he's been found wanting over the last few games, and this is a good way for him to combat this new ball in this difficult period. And credit to Pakistan, I think they have the right field as well for this strategy.
Oh, that's kept a bit low, that's kept a bit low, they like it, and up goes that finger. There it is, straight, and he's got him. So that is a big wicket. That's nicely worked out and it's well deserved. Dazorzi's asking his partner, are they going upstairs? They are reviewing.
Yeah, that looked really tight. It's gone upstairs.
TV umpire to director.
Great bowling by Mohammad Abbas.
For LBW. On-field decision is out. Check both feet. It's a fair delivery. You can go to front on replay. Nice and slow. Looks like no bat involved, but would like to see the ultra edge. A clear gap between bat and the ball. You can go to ball tracking when it's ready. Original vision is out. umpires called impact and wickets hitting.
Yeah,
you can stay with your on-field decision out. Alex, you're on the screen.
So Dazorzi's going to be on his way, and South Africa will lose a review. I'm not convinced about that review, I must say. That's an early wicket for Pakistan.
Yeah, they don't lose the review because it's an umpire's call. But he tried to get outside the off stump, couldn't manage to stay out that line, just straightened that front leg and trapped in front. He has to be on his way. So 2 failures in the game for Tony Dazorzi. South Africa 11 for 1. Have Pakistan got a chance?
का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
Now comes Ryan Rickleton. Let's look at the numbers for Ryan Rickleton at the moment, just playing in his 9th Test match. He's got 100. Those are very good 100 in Kabaka. Already played particularly well, but he did miss out in the first innings, averaging just over the 27 mark. And was caught behind off the bowling of Karim Shahzad in the first innings for just 9. Pakistan would dearly like to get a couple more before tonight is closed down. 11 for 1 South Africa.
Yeah, just have a look on this replay, and we saw Dazorzi in the last over get outside the off stump, and we thought it was quite a good tactic. But just have a look at the point of delivery, how he straightens that front leg because of the length of the delivery. He just dragged the leg back, and that's why it got umpire's call. It would have been very close to hitting outside the line, and that was the reason why he had moved outside, because he wanted to try and make sure that anything hit the pad, it was going to be outside the line. But just by straightening it, and Pakistan have got the perfect start.
It's good stuff again from Abbas. Very tidy line to Rickleton first up with a couple of deliveries.
Yeah, the intensity from the Pakistan bowlers has been amazing. They've hit their straps from ball 1. We found in South Africa's first innings, Mohammad Abbas wasn't quite on song early on, but he's definitely led the pack for the Pakistanis. He's picked up 1 wicket, hasn't conceded a run yet, and he's in his 2nd over. Asking a lot of good questions for the South Africans.
Also a little bit of a walk across to get outside the line of the off stump. Rickleton. Successful over for Pakistan. 11 for 1 it is. Must remember that coach doesn't believe in a night watchman. A little bit leg side, can't get that away. Aiden Markram.
Yeah, there's no night watchman for the South African team.
What do you think about that, by the way, Hash?
Yeah, I'm a fan of the night watchman.
The thoughts of the coach saying you can't have a night watchman. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's his prerogative. I mean, he's the head coach of the team. He's the one who calls or wants to direct the team in the way they want to play and the style they want to play and the principles they want to play with. So I think it's his prerogative, and that's the way he feels. Even though it's against the grain of international cricket. Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Just when I thought you would come over to my side as well, you've let me down badly.
I'm going to stick with the South African hazy.
It was about this time last night you sledged me, an Australian sledge.
Yeah, what you would say is some teams around the world it's not actually the coach who makes those decisions, it's the captain. You know, you see, sometimes he's the captain, is the leader of the team. And someone like a Steve Waugh, for example, I think they said that they were keen to have one. So it'd be interesting. Maybe it might be a combined decision with Timber and Shukri.
But isn't it often left up to the individual if they want one? The teams I've played in, that's sort of how it's been. If the individual wants one, then that's sort of how it works.
Yeah, I think it is generally left to the individual. They will come to the batsman and the next batter in, my apologies, and ask him, would you like a night watchman? And in the team that we played for, in the South African team, it was a principle actually that we're always going to have a night watchman, and you didn't really need to ask, because all the batsmen were in agreement to it. So maybe, you know, we know that Shooks is against it, but perhaps the players are against it as well.
Nicely bowled again from Khurram Shahzad.
I'll tell you what, if Pakistan wanted to get someone out to make themselves feel like they're in the contest, it would be Markram. After what we saw in the first innings, how composed, how almost soft the hands were, and how he played with such control. They'd look down, and I think Rickleton didn't get any stubs without cheaply. Bedham got to 30, Timber got himself to 30. But the key was Aiden Markram, and I think that would be the prized wicket for them this evening.
It is starting to get just a little bit gloomier too. It tends to happen. What have we got now? It's just gone 5:30 local time. Down the leg side.
It's a great opportunity for Ryan Rickleton. So he's still early in his Test career. This was his first innings dismissal. Button off stump, trying to cover the line of the ball coming in, but it just nipped away. Really good delivery. You've got to play at it, because in case the ball nips back in, but it doesn't. It held its line and nicked off. Just have a look at his movements at the crease in the second innings. It's slightly different. There's a touch more movement. He's getting a lot more outside the off stump.
Big shot from Pakistan. He is on the move then. He wasn't settled, Rickleton, as he played that. Now, I wonder if they're going to look at this. I think it might be outside the line. Let's have a look and see what the thoughts are from the captain.
I think they thought they heard two noises. It was a strange one. He kind of got his back foot across early, but they are dead keen to get a second, so they're going to send it up.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. Check both feeds. It's a fair delivery. Front on replay. Yeah, looks like ball is very close to the bat. Would like to see the ultra edge. Can you rock back, please? Roll back, roll back, roll back. More. One frame back, one frame back, one frame back. Okay. Move forward. Move forward. Okay. Flat line as the ball past the bat. No bat involved. You can go to the ball tracking when it's ready. Original decision is not out. Pitching outside of impact in line and wicket sitting. You need to change your decision to out.
Big celebrations
from
Pakistan. Up goes that finger. Good review. Very good review from Pakistan. Nicely taken. That took a while to come to the solution, but they sent it upstairs. So now another one goes down. Rickleton misses out in this innings as well. Really good bowling. Top bowling from Pakistan. Shahzad picks him up. Goes for naught. 12 for 2 now.
का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
And crashing into the leg stump. Brilliant from Pakistan, exactly what they're after. There's a new sense of belief that is now going through this team after 4.5 overs. And so there should be. Have they got a chance?
So Pakistan's DRS reviewing in the first innings was not very good. That was very good. Stubbs now, as we said, getting gloomier. No night watchman allowed. He got one that kept it a little bit low in the first innings, did Tristan Stubbs. End of the over, 5 overs done, 12 for 2, top start from Pakistan.
कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
हमदर्द जुशांदा का 1 पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशांदा।
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
The oohs and the ahs of expectation and nerves. South Africa now 13 for 2. 135 more to get to win. And Khurram weighing in here. Absolutely stone dead. See the ooh there, I think is one way he thought he must have nicked it, but then it turned out he hadn't, and it was front pad, back pad, and look at the joy on the skipper's face. Number 2 for Pakistan.
The speed is up, and you see them enthused as well. This is a great picture. Bouncing back, couple of major strikes, 13 for 2, just the kind of start that Pakistan were hoping for, and they richly deserve this. They bowled magnificently, especially Khurram. What a find he has been, his first year in international cricket, and really has adjusted so well against top quality oppositions.
Loving the discussions there between the bowlers. And both just trying to share information with regard to what will be most effective, what they ought to try and do. The nerves are evident. Have a look at this. No, 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 says his partner. And he's set on his way back. Tristan Stubbs off the mark, trying to get started, trying to get himself settled. Couple of partnerships, that's what they're after. But you got to get that first one first of all.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's what we do have here is a test match now, gentlemen. South Africa would have been happy with their bowling performance, maybe a little bit too many runs, but they would have been happy with the target that they would have had to have chased. Pakistan came out with so much belief, hitting the wickets hard. using the ball that's swinging, and a little bit of nip out there. What they have done so well, they've forced the South African batters to play. They've got them in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, it was always going to be a technical hand, but it's become a mental game as well now for South Africa.
He's not even looking. You're going to have to do better to get his attention. Bowling. Just more energy in the deliveries.
You bend your back and you get a great reaction. Now Abbas was medium pace, still is, but his pace is slightly up, but bowling with a lot of energy. Well left in the end. Really was a good lead because he had to keep his glove and bat away from that steep bounce.
And as a bowler, you know you've only got so many overs left in the day, so you can literally run in and let it go as hard as you can. It's a great time to be bowling.
$15 for 2.
बैंक अल्फा की न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप।
I think that might be your answer. Yeah, lovely line that, and length as well.
The angle from a batting perspective, that is such a difficult angle. Bit like Colin Croft of the 70s, where he pushed himself away from the crease and then got that ball to then further walk away from you. There you see him bowling from the edge of the crease and getting that ball to swing away, seam away. That's such a difficult angle to comprehend.
Your judgment has to be spot on.
What happens is that you line yourself up for that in-swinging angle. When you go wider of the crease, the tendency of a bowler is to get that ball back in, but to get it away, to move it away, is a special trait. Lovely seam position as well.
Man, we know that Adam Markram, quite an aggressive player, quite likes to impose himself on a bowler. I'll tell you one thing, is a lot of staring going on between the two. They know they're in a battle. Markram not want to back down, and Khurram is at the moment hitting such a beautiful rhythm. So what Test cricket's all about.
As the game unfolds and either team gets into whatever position, continually what you can bank on is that there's this all-out competition to try and be the team that has the ascendancy. And when most of the cards are then laid out, as is the case here, it's quite clear what must happen, what needs to happen. Shot. Beautifully cut away for 4.
Yeah, he's a powerhouse and has played the best innings in the first innings of the game, and this time it was a smash through the offside. Picked up the length so early, allowed the width to be made use of, jumping up in the air and placing the ball into the gap and playing a powerful back foot shot. Once again looking good, Markram on 14. Yeah, touch disappointed. It needed that length to be a bit up.
Cover in place now.
No run.
right on the stumps that time. And with the ball headed down leg side, what you want as the bowler is the bat to turn and go to the onside. He kept it straight.
Yeah, expertly played, really well played. Yeah, just like him. Kid, just a bit better, I think. Any subcontinent batsman would have broken his wrist and tried to play that one through square leg and mid wicket. Not Markram. Held his position, played it with a straight angle.
Missed out. 19 for 2.
Man, Palmer, just you were talking about how someone wants to get the upper hand by the end of the day's play.
न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं अल्फा करने का नाम है डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप
A little gloomier as we get to the end of the day and we have a reading in terms of light. So there's a standard set, and when it gets to that particular darkness, that is our marker, and the umpires will take them off. They'll continually look at their light meters. Overcast conditions. And so the sun hiding behind those clouds. Yeah, in terms of the game being laid out and watching and sort of thinking about how it sits and which position you'd rather be in, as spectators, as those off the field, you can take up what you feel is the winning position or the better position in terms of getting to victory. But as I said about the competition that goes on throughout, there's nobody, no team that's just going to allow you that victory. And Pakistan here are fighting tooth and nail. The start with the ball in hand is magnificent, and it's no doubt put jitters in the South African camp. They too must have a salvo in terms of a partnership in order to kind of stave them off a little bit. And tomorrow, we must come back tomorrow. You don't want to miss that.
One thing is certain, whenever Pakistan are pushed against the wall, they produce their best form. Somehow everything comes together for them. They can create that magic from nowhere. Oh, that is an excellent lead once again. Great delivery. But you've got to get that kind of deliveries out of your system from a batting perspective. That really was a beast of a ball and a very good lead.
Yeah, I say you don't want to miss tomorrow. We've still got a little matter of today to finish off, and you never know what happens. This takes a second for things to change. A wicket here, some runs there. But tomorrow, half price. Come on in, day 4 tickets. Who gets to victory? If South Africa can, then it's a ticket to Lords. Oh, that's going to be out. No, it's not, says umpire Wharf. We might well be going upstairs again. It's a beautiful delivery. There we go. Upstairs we go. Hearts in mouth.
TV umpire to director. Player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. Check both feeds. Fair delivery. You can go to front on replay. ball is very close to the bat. You can go to ultra edge. Cut line. As the ball past the bat, you can go to ball tracking when you're ready. Original decision is not out. Pitching outside of impact in line, wickets hitting. Need to change your decision. You're on the screen. You're on the screen, Alex.
Yeah, terrific blow. Pakistan can feel something magical happening. 3 wickets down for just 19, and this 129 more to win is looking like a distant dream right now. Could only get 119 for the loss of 3. Massive.
का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
हमदर्द जुशानदा का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशानदा।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
एक्सीएल का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ। इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है। बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
हमदर्द जुशानदा का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशानदा।
South Africa's captain Themba Bavuma walks out to the middle. Never before have they needed his runs desperately. They need them right here, right now, with a Pakistan side that is on song. Muhammad Abbas bowling beautifully. Yeah, lovely line once again. He's got it on a string. South Africa 19 for 3.
कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
हमदर्द जुशानदा का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशानदा।
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है। बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
If you thought this meant nothing, look at that. Both Khurram and Abbas have got this ball on a string. Their control of length, their energy behind their deliveries as they hit a length on fourth stump generally, and then occasionally just go straighter. And even as they go straighter, they bowl it from that bit wider. to try and induce the shot, whether it be defensive or driving. But they've been on target, and the key has been their length. Shouts of catch it as it goes off the outside edge. It's 4 precious runs, a victory, moral for the bowler, but 4 runs that South Africa will happily take.
Yeah, from South Africa's point of view, they cannot be static at the crease, so they've got to get going also. Risky, but that's how he's played so many drives and wonderful drives in this contest. Uppish away from the gully fielder. Every boundary will get a reaction, both from South Africa and from Pakistan. On 23, still a long way to go. The other thing is that as a bowler, you know that it's going to be one grand spell for you in this contest, so you can go absolutely flat out.
Yeah, spot on, Ramiz. As a bowler coming in towards the later part of the day, hit the nail on the head there. Captain will say to you, coach will say to you, you've got with a light fading with the low clouds. Give us 2 each bowler. Give us a spell today. The 2 of you give us a big spell. You can run in and give it everything. You've got the night to recover. Leave everything out there today. Take as many as we can. Be as disciplined as you can. And they have been that so far.
In this mayhem, Markram is remaining calm, and that's the other great thing about him. Technically so good and temperamentally rock solid.
He's not calm at all. He might look so on the exterior.
A duck on water. Aiden Markram looks so calm on top of that, cruising around, and those legs are kicking away.
But the way he's played so far, at least, you know, I'm going by the body language.
Lovely shot. Oh, what timing. The balance really good. Trying to make sure he keeps that bat as straight as possible for as long as possible. Oh, expertly done.
I mean, this is high-quality test match cricket because they've been deliveries that are impossible to play against. And then there is this. Lose one on the pad and it hits the fence like a rocket. Absolutely nailed it. Terrific batting.
.27 for 3.
बैंक कल फला की न्यू एल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, एल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू एल्फा ऐप।
Bowler spinner. Scant chance. The no came quickly back before he finished his question. What a thrill. 27 for 3. South Africa need to try and get to 148. Pakistan would have felt through this day as they lost wickets in clumps, that they left runs out there. But as we said when they came off, having been bowled out for 237, whatever the thinking with regard to what a good total is, what total they might have wished for, that goes out the window, as all they have is the 147, and it must suffice. So they had to go out there and fight, do their damnedest to ensure that it is difficult and in fact impossible for South Africa to get to 148. First part, they've passed with flying colours. 3 wickets early. And as they walk off the park, they go off for rest and for inspiration overnight so that they can come back tomorrow and let the thrill continue. The thrill for Pakistanis, but it would be nightmare for South Africa. What a day. It is what we like, the drama, the ebbs and the flows of Test match cricket. And we certainly have had that today. Sean Pollock, how are your nerves?
Yeah, Pom, when I came onto commentary, I remember a game we played against Pakistan in Faisalabad, and we had to defend about 145. And we managed to get early wickets, and that was the key. And then all of a sudden, the belief started to grow in the dressing room. We thought, okay, you never know. And then the wickets kept coming at regular intervals, and the belief grew. And we ended up bowling them out for under 100 and ended up winning the game comfortably. And that's what Pakistan will believe now. Going into that change room, would they have given themselves much hope before they went out to bowl? Maybe 10%, 20% at max. But 27 for 3. All of a sudden they're starting to believe. Ball's still new, still going to shape in the morning. The bowlers will come out fresh. They haven't really bowled long spells so far today, and they won't have to bowl massive spells tomorrow. And we've got a contest.
And the surface itself, as it gets covered, has been sporty all the way through. We expect no different tomorrow when we turn up here in the morning. What will the weather be like? Well, we don't know. We'll see and can't wait. Dazorzi gone, LBW. Rickleton gone, LBW. Stubbs gone, ditto. Attacking the stumps on a really good length and asking all the right questions were Khurram and Abbas.
No partnerships to talk about at all. South Africa 11 for 1 and then 1-7. And obviously 8 here. Aiden Markham has been the key. He's done well. Fresh off a good score in the first innings. 89 that time around. He's on 22, and I think he could be vital to the success of the South African unit. Bowling wise, you wanted your players to come in and perform. Shazad was fantastic, 5 overs, 1 for 22, lots of shape through the air. And then Abbas picking up 2 wickets and also going for absolutely nothing really. 4 overs, 3 maidens, and just the 3 runs he's conceded. So 27 for 3, South Africa are, and those 2 Pakistan bowlers have got their team back into this battle.
So the summary of this one then. 211 plays 301. Good performances scattered around as the game goes along. 237 Pakistan, which is a lead of 147. So a target of 148 for South Africa, who are now in their second innings. 27 for 3. They need 121 more if they are to win. 7 more wickets if Pakistan are to win. Poised, you'd say, at the end of day number 3. Half price, come on in. You don't want to miss the action, and there will be action. Twists and turns, which will turn your stomach. It's been fabulous. Despite a gloomy and rainy start, it ended up being thrilling. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you tomorrow.